Good evening, Rise Koyong Elementary School students and families. This is Ms. Curry Allen, the principal at Rise Koyong Elementary School. I wanted to take this opportunity to go over some updates and some new information regarding our COVID-19 school closure and our transition to online learning. I know that this time has been incredibly challenging for everyone. I know that a lot of families have had to really abruptly shift their entire lives. I want to say thank you and that I'm with you. If you need any resources or any support at all, please reach out to us. We really do have a lot of connections and can connect you with community resources. And that is part of our job. We are a community school that believes in the education of the whole child, and that is ensuring that we have the resources for our families as well. So I'm going to really quickly share my screen so that you all can see the presentation that I am getting ready to give. And really here we have just a lot of updates about the transition to online learning that we are going to be making beginning on Wednesday, April the 1st. So I have a few things that I want to go over, but before I do that, I just really want to express my gratitude and my thanks for all of the families of our students for really stepping up and going above and beyond to make sure that our students are still receiving an excellent education, even though they are separated from their families. I really appreciate the understanding that you all have given us, the support that you have given us, and just the love that you have for your children. I know that they are going to be okay, and that this small moment in time is just going to be a blip on their radar. They'll look back at kindergarten and TK and remember, oh yeah, we weren't in school, but they will remember that they were supported and that they were loved. I'd also like to give gratitude to all of the RKES staff members, particularly our teachers, Ms. Sugai, Ms. Cardis, and Ms. Tomzarian, or Ms. Arpi, as you all know her. They have been working really diligently and really hard to make sure that students are receiving an excellent education, even if they cannot be in the same room. We had spring break this past week, and we all tried really hard to relax, but all of our teachers were working really hard because they wanted to make sure that going into this upcoming week, everyone has everything they need for the students to be successful. So thank you. A couple of things that we're going to be going over today. We're going to be going over just our updates about school closure, transition to online learning, what Wednesday, April 1st will look like, because we are going to be doing technology and student work pickup on that day, communication with the RKES leadership, so myself, Mr. JC, and Ms. Lee going forward, and then just COVID-19 reminders and updates so that you and your family are safe and healthy. So number one is that Rise Koyong Elementary School, along with all LAUSD schools and Bright Star schools, will be closed through May 1st. So there is a possibility that we will remain closed after that time, but we will not be returning to school until at least May the 4th. So May 1st, hopefully, will be our last day of the closure, and then we'll be back on May 4th. This is subject to change, as we don't really know what this disease is going to do, but we're following the guidance of the state of California, the Los Angeles Department of Public Health, and our leaders such as Gavin Newsom and Eric Garcetti, who have put in place a safer at home order to ensure that we are practicing social distancing in order to flatten the curve and to make sure that our healthcare systems do not get overwhelmed by the amount of diseases and the amount of cases that are coming into the hospital. So that is the primary update that we do have. I know that a lot of you have seen this. Another update is that food distribution will continue through April for families. So we will continue to have food distribution every single weekday at Rise Koyong Elementary School, similar to how it was during the week of March 16th. I'm not 100% sure on the time yet. I will update you as soon as we do know that. There are also many other places throughout the city of Los Angeles that are giving out food to students, and that list has been posted on Parent Square for you. I believe it was Marnie Parsons or Harag Hamalian to our executive leadership team who posted the link to where you can find all of the food distribution throughout the entire city. Okay. So the biggest update that I really wanted to share with everyone is that beginning on April 1st, we are transitioning to online learning. So what this means is that students will, for a few hours a day, need to have access to a computer and an effective internet connection. They will have hard copy packets to support them in this, but I'll explain a little later, if you do need access to a computer or a Wi-Fi or an internet connection, we do have some resources for you, and we do have the ability to connect you to those things, so please reach out to us. However, I wanted to go over some of the different components of this so that you are really prepared to be able to support your scholar beginning on Wednesday, April 1st. So the first big part of our instruction is that teachers will be pre-recording lessons in 4 areas: math, reading, language arts, which is their basic phonics skills. We call it skills block at our school, and then handwriting. And all 4 of these, the teachers will post short videos of every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on these days, they'll be going over how to complete the packet work, and we'll be giving the students lots of resources and supports. These videos will be about 30 minutes long, and then the teacher will assign homework for the student to complete later on. And then they'll also give some, potential options for doing reading eggs and splash math. We'll also be doing pre-recorded enrichment and social emotional lessons that will be posted online on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And all of this will be posted on Parent Square. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll do enrichment lessons. Our after-school IAs are going to be doing those. And then the social emotional lessons will be done by myself, Mr. JC, and Miss Lee. As you know, at Rise Koyang Elementary School, we really believe in and value social emotional learning. And so this allows us the opportunity to make sure that our students are still developing those skills, the ability to recognize and regulate their own emotions. And finally, number 3, we are going to be giving an option for live teacher-led office hours every Tuesday and Thursday. And during this time, the teacher will send out a link to Zoom, which is a platform that a lot of places are using around the country right now. And the teacher will be available for 30 minutes. You or your scholar can pop in and can ask questions about the packet or just say hi, because we all need some interaction these days. We will be transitioning in a couple of weeks to doing scheduled office hours, where your student will be asked to sign in at a specific time so the teacher can check in with them one-on-one. But for the next 2 weeks, it'll just be the live office hours as an option for you, and you can come in whenever you'd like. Okay, so this is a sample schedule. It could look a little bit different, and we'll be posting these schedules weekly so that you know what they look like. So on Mondays, we'll have a grade level parent video message, followed by the pre-recorded teacher video, and then student homework time. Tuesdays, we'll have the teacher-led office hours, the enrichment lesson, the SEL read aloud, the social emotional learning read aloud. We'll do on Wednesdays, similar, the video and homework time. Thursdays, again, office hours, enrichment lesson, read aloud. And then Fridays is the homework time, or sorry, the video and then homework time. So that's kind of what the schedule will look like starting on April the 1st. I really want to emphasize that the online learning and completion of the packets from this point forward is mandatory and part of the student's grade. This has come down from the state of California to really ensure that our students are learning and that we are doing our job as educators to make sure that your students are learning. So it is mandatory. And if you need support with making sure that you have the technology and the access to the internet that you need, we can provide that for you. We will be inputting certain pieces of the packets and the online learning into your student's grade, and your teacher will be very explicit about that so you know what will be graded and what will not. And April 1st, we are starting real school. So I know that the week before spring break, we were all trying to figure it out, but going forward, it is real school. And like I said before, the first weekly schedule and the grade level video will be posted to Parent Square and social media on Wednesday, April 1st. And then we'll start the instruction on Thursday, April 2nd. So that Wednesday is just kind of the overview from the teachers. Thursday is when office hours and will begin with the first teacher videos. Okay, so moving on. I do want to go over Wednesday, April 1st, because that is when we are opening the school up for a couple different things for you all. So we will be open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and we will be practicing a lot of safety precautions to ensure that the disease is not spreading. First of all, none of our staff members who are there have exhibited any symptoms or have been in any close contact with any people who have tested positive for COVID-19. However, what we are ensuring is that they have gloves, face masks, and lots of hand sanitizer, and we're going to be practicing the social distancing of at least 6 feet. And we're going to try to do as much pickup as possible so that hands are not touching and we're limiting contact. So on Wednesday, April 1st, we are asking for you at some point from 9 to 3 to come in and do the following things. Number one, we're asking you to return your week 1 and spring break homework packets. So those we did not ask, we gave those out. If you have them, please turn them in because we would like to go over them and to check students' progress. We're also going to be handing out a new packet, which is the week 3 packet. We did not pass this out to you yet. You already have a packet that's called week 2. We gave you 3 packets. So the spring week 1, spring break packets should be turned in. And then you also have week 2 that will start soon. But we're going to also give you week 3 packet so that you have work up until April 15th for your scholar. If you, for some reason, lost your week 2 packet, you don't know where it is, that's fine. We'll have extras and we can give you an additional one as well. We will also have a sheet for every single student that has the login information for your student's Gmail, their Reading Eggs account. They'll need the Gmail account to log into the Chromebooks, which if you need one, you can pick one up. And then all of the accounts that they need to be successful with distance learning. We also will have Chromebooks, so those are the computers that we use at our school, that are available for you to pick up and use at home during online learning. We are going to ask you to sign a release because we are asking you to bring them back whenever we return full-time to school. But we are highly recommending this so that each student can fully participate. If you have several students at home and you have one device, a lot of times there'll be a lot of competition for screen time. And so we really recommend that each student has their own personal device that they can use so that they can really participate fully. If you have your own device at home, that's fine. You don't need to come and pick one up, but we really, really recommend this. And then lastly, if you are experiencing any COVID-19 symptoms or you've spent time with those who have had those symptoms, please do not come to the school. Please call us at this number here. It's 213-224-8900, and we'll arrange a mailing or a delivery for you so that you do not come and expose others. So I do have this in Korean. I'll give just a couple seconds, or you can pause the video to read all of that in Korean. And then again, also in Spanish. So please pause the video if you would like to read those in Korean and Spanish. And thank you to Mr. JC and Miss Lee who provided the translation support for me. All right, and these are the screenshots of those 2 packets that we're asking you to bring on April the 1st. So this was Dudley's homework packet week 1. It was about 50 pages long. And then this was the copy of the spring break homework, which was a little bit shorter than that because we were on break, but we always give homework during break. So that was that. Okay, so if you don't have a computer, come in and get one on April 1st, easy. If you do not have a computer, what you can do is you can go to getconnectedlosangeles.lacity.org to find low-cost internet in your area. Many companies like Verizon and AT&T and Spectrum are offering deals to pre-K to 12th grade students. And they're really great deals. A lot of them require you to sign up and then you get 60 days free and then you can just cancel it after 60 days. If you need a device or the internet, a lot of you have already filled out this survey, but please go ahead and do it again if you have not, so that we can definitely make sure everyone has access to technology. Okay, and again, pause the videos if you need to write these down or if you need to take a little bit longer with them. Okay. All right. So first of all, we are 100% present and ready to support your students. Even though we're at our homes, I mean, this is my house right now, we really want to make sure that we are here to support you and here to support your students. So everyone is available on Parent Square, or if you call our school number, 213-224-8900, we have forwarded the school's calls to our personal phones. So please reach out if you need anything, if you need any support, whether that's resources for your family or just support with the instruction. So primarily, if you have questions about the students' packets or their instruction, please reach out directly to your teacher. However, if you need more help or you need something that's a little higher level, I am primarily in charge of instruction. So you can email me, my email is right here. So instruction, student learning, teachers, or if you have, you need information about the 2020-2021 new student lottery. If your student is already enrolled in our school, they are automatically enrolled next year. You do not need to worry about lottery, but maybe you have friends or families who are transitioning into our school and they don't quite know what to do, they can reach out to me. Miss Lee, our Dean of Student Culture, if you need support with counseling, social emotional needs, family needs, or if you need support in Korean, please reach out to Miss Lee. And for Mr. JC, our Dean of Student Operations, he is in charge of student operations, our food program. You don't know where to go to get food and you would like to be able to have that. Attendance needs or support in Spanish, please reach out to Mr. JC. Okay. And lastly, I just want to go over a couple of things about, our COVID-19 reminders and resources. Again, this is an incredibly challenging time for everyone, but I know that even though we are physically apart, we are unified in making sure that our students are healthy, protected, and safe, and that they are learning and progressing on that track so that they can be successful in later life. So number one, please continue to check Parent Square daily for updates, teacher communication, the online learning schedule, and resources. If you are having a hard time connecting to Parent Square, you don't have a Parent Square address, you can reach out to us at the school's number or send us an email, and we will gladly take care of that for you. Please take care of your mental well-being and of your family as well by connecting with loved ones virtually. I know that FaceTime has really been helpful for me over the past few weeks as we've had to kind of have a new reality. Setting a limit on media consumption. The media is only talking about this virus right now, and it can be really hard to hear that all the time. Take care of your body, relax, start a new project or activity, and focus on your strengths and your own personal purpose. Continue to practice social distancing, following the safer at home order, and using proper hygiene by washing your hands frequently and using hand sanitizer. Communities that are particularly affected by COVID-19 are elderly communities, people with compromised immune systems, whether they have an autoimmune disorder, they have a history of cancer or another underlying disease. Women who are pregnant, and very small children, so babies and infants. I also want to point out that the Safer at Home order does state that schools should not be in session except when we are preparing for distance learning, which is what we're doing on April 1st. So we are legally allowed to be opened on that day. And then finally, please, 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 please reach out to us if you need support with anything. Online learning, technology, finding mental health resources, food services, support with unemployment. We have so many resources and so many connections to the community, and we really want to help if we possibly can. So please reach out to us if you need anything at all. Again, we have it in Korean. Please pause if you would like to read that, and in Spanish. And then lastly, we love you all so much. We love our scholars. We miss them so much. I am dreaming about the kids because I miss them so much. I miss just the joy and the love and the thirst for learning that they have. We really hope that all of you are well. And we'll talk more over this week, but I really wanted to make sure that I gave you these updates this evening. So thank you all so much. Please have a wonderful evening, and please reach out to us if you need anything.